Good day, everybody. It's Tammy, and today I'm bringing you another spiritual law from the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. Today's chapter is the law of least effort. Nature's intelligence functions with effortless ease, with carefreeness, harmony, and love. And when we harness the forces of harmony, joy, and love, we create success and good fortune with effortless care. So, in my bit of research, I've pulled some couple of memes here to sort of give us an idea of what is said around the law of least effort. Nature loves efficiency, which is very odd for something supposedly working at random. When you drop a ball, it falls straight down without taking an unexpected detour. When two molecules with the potential for bonding meet, they always bond. There is no room for indecision. This expenditure of least energy, also called the law of least effort, covers human beings too. Certainly, our bodies cannot escape the efficiency of the chemical processes going on in each cell, so it is probable that our whole being is wrapped up in the same principle. This argument also applies to personal growth, which is the idea that everyone is doing the best he or she can from his or her own level of consciousness. That is by Deepak Chopra. So, another one is the entire universe operates spontaneously by itself. In effortless being, there is synchronicity and flow. Another one is a general law of least effort applies to cognitive as well as physical exertion. The law asserts that if there are several ways of achieving the same goal, people will eventually gravitate to the least demanding course of action. In the economy of action, effort is a cost, and the acquisition of skill is driven by the balance of benefits and cost. Laziness is built deep into our nature. Interesting. So, also accept people's situations and events as they occur. Take responsibility for your situations and for all events seen as problems. So relinquish the need to defend your point of view. That one was a really, really good one. So during our meeting, we have our writing question, and the question was, how do you feel when you are letting go of being productive? So I'll just read my message. These are always timed questions, so you only have a allotted time frame to write. So the more you write, the more is bypassing your thoughts or your thinking about it. So I wrote, being productive has its value. However, when I let go and just allow myself time to rest, to do no thing, the first thing that tries to stop me is my ego. Talking to this aspect of myself that tries to create a list of things to do takes energy. When I sit with my breath, sit with myself, hold space for joy in stillness. I also hold space for joy in hold space for joy in stillness. My energy slows down. Peace washes over me, and I notice the little things like birds and silence and the peace that is already within me. So, the law of least effort. An integral being knows without going, sees without looking, and accomplishes without doing. So think about grass doesn't try to grow, it just grows. Fish don't try to swim, they just swim. Flowers don't try to bloom, they just do. So with the law of least effort, here are some of the notes I took from this chapter. What is an integral being? Okay. This is nature's intelligence that functions with effortless ease and carefreeness. Least action equals no resistance, which is harmony and love. When we observe nature, we witness least effort. It's intrinsic. Intrinsic. Like I said, the grass doesn't try to grow, the fish don't try to swim. So Vedic science, which is an age-old philosophy from India, it's the principle of economy of effort. So do less, accomplish more. Do nothing, accomplish everything. A faint idea will manifest effortlessly. Think about a miracle. A miracle is an expression of the law of least effort. Let's look at nature's intelligence. It functions effortlessly. It's frictionlessly. It's spontaneously. It's non-linear. It's intuitive. It's holistic and nourishing, and it's harmonious. Least effort is expanded when your actions are motivated by love and enjoying happiness in the moment. Motivation by love multiplies and accumulates. When we think of the physical body, it's not just a device for controlling energy. It generates, it stores, and expends energy. Now, the word controlling, well, remember, it's not just a device for controlling energy, as if you have that kind of skill. I don't choose to use the word control because of the fact that I allow my feelings to arise. I allow life to unfold. I allow others to be. There is nothing that I feel that requires controlling. It's just a word I don't use. It's a concept I don't understand. With the belief of ease, joy, and grace, this is trusting in the unfolding. The divine unfoldings is least effort. The ego is what complicates everything, right? So, what is your internal reference point? Spirit always accepts change, no matter what that is. The spirit within me challenges the ego, and the spirit in me harnesses love. So on page 56, what is most important to you? Oh, these are a couple of questions that I found in page 56 is what is most important to you? And the second one was how could you benefit by losing it? Whoa, right? So let's think about that. What is most important to you? And can you benefit from losing it? What a great question. we always want to put these principles into action. So, 1, we want to free our energy. 2, we want to provide ourselves with enough energy. So, 3 things that you can use or do to put this principle into action is: today I will accept people, situations, circumstances, and events as they occur. Every unfolding, you can state this intention. This moment is as it should be. So, putting principles into action. Now, let's see here. Okay, so on page 61, there's a comment that says the past is history, the future is a mystery, and this moment is a gift. That's why this moment is called the present. I love that. So to put these principles into action, on page 63, number 1, acceptance of what is. Every person, every event, every situation, every circumstance, knowing that this moment is as it should be, and it too shall pass, especially if it's not wanted. So think about reaction versus an overreaction. To me, this is a great conversation. In my perspective, in my experience, in my knowing, overreaction is not a thing. It does not exist. It is a judgment. If you perceive that someone else is overreacting, or you happen to be overreacting, just know that your reaction or their reaction is equal to an experience where there's a trigger that is part of your inner child that requires healing, integration, validation. A reaction is a expression of something that is unhealed. We are to have more love for what is occurring, more understanding, and more compassion. Everyone has a reaction, or every time there is a reaction, it is just that, a reaction. And it's okay to have a reaction. It's up to you whether you want to be curious about your own reaction. And if you're curious about someone else's reaction, please do that with an open heart and a sense of compassion. That is the most important. Since feelings are time travelers, feelings are not someone's fault. There is nothing to judge. So, number 1, we always want to accept. And number 2, we take responsibility by not blaming anyone for our experience, not blaming anyone for our reactions or for any situation. These are all opportunities. These are all opportunities for introspective work. And I love number 3, defenselessness. Stop explaining yourself. Stop feeling like you have to apologize for who you are or having a reaction. It's not necessary. You don't need to convince or persuade anyone to believe what you believe, or we don't need other people to change so that we feel better. Always remain open to all points of view. Thank you for joining me with this spiritual law. I hope that this law helps you. Namaste.